The east coast of the country is in for a very wet weekend. There's a severe weather system that's crossing parts of New South Wales, and of course we know about the communities in western parts of Queensland also battling major floods. Let's now talk to senior meteorologist at the BOM, Jonathan Howe. Good morning to you, Jonathan. So not a good day for laundry, I take it, for the east coast of Australia. Let's first talk about this heavy rain in New South Wales. How much rain is expected?
Yeah, good morning, Fauzi. It has been a very wet weekend, not just for New South Wales, but also Queensland. The good news is that that main rain band has now pushed off the coast, but we are still seeing some of those very frequent showers about the Illawarra and the south coast, and also showers expected across Sydney today. But the highest rainfall totals over the last 24 hours have really been first across the Illawarra coast. We've seen more than 100 millimetres across parts of there, and then parts of the northwestern slopes, particularly from Tamworth down towards the Upper Hunt, have also seen more than 50 millimetres. Sydney, though, did manage to skirt the worst of the rainfall, only seeing between 5 to 20 millimetres or so. But for the rest of today, it will be very showery and also very windy along the coast. So not a great day to be out and about, even though we are seeing dry conditions pushing through today. All
right. Are we talking about damaging winds here as well?
Yeah, so we do have a severe weather warning for damaging winds above 90 kilometres an hour. We have already seen winds above 90 kilometres an hour at Bellambi, also at Port Botany, and Sydney Harbour this morning was gusting about 70 kilometres an hour. We'll continue to see these very strong winds all the way from Ulladulla and up towards Sydney, and also parts of the central coast as well. And so we'll see these very strong winds continuing through the day. So very windy conditions out on the coast. And also, if you are heading to the water, very large waves. You also have a warning for hazardous coastal conditions. We may see beach erosion today and tomorrow, and large waves in excess of 5 metres off the coast. So quite dangerous conditions out there on the water.
Jonathan, how long will this wet weather be hanging around for?
So if you're in New South Wales, you will see the showers start to easing through the rest of today, and that's as the low pressure system moves off the coast. But wind and large waves will continue into Monday and even Tuesday. For northern parts of New South Wales, the rainfall has eased, but we are still seeing some minor flooding across the northern rivers. And for those in Queensland, a much warmer and brighter day in Brisbane and the southeast, but there is still a little bit of flooding around, and those showers have contracted to sort of the Capricornia and the northern tropical coast. But as you mentioned before, major flooding is still ongoing through western parts of Queensland.
All right. And what are the areas that are affected in Queensland in terms of these floods?
So we are really looking at inland parts of Queensland, so areas around Longreach down towards Windora. Some locations have now seen the flood peak coming through, but there is still a lot of water to flow downstream. So we are reminding people, even though we are seeing sunny conditions and dry conditions today, there is still a lot of water causing disruptions to transport and also sort of infrastructure around there. And there is also a possibility of seeing some further rainfall into the new week. So we are reminding residents to keep an eye on the forecast there.
All right, Jonathan Howe there from the Bureau of Meteorology. Thank you.
Thanks.